it's expensive to break up, with people shelling out quite a bit of dough post-breakup. And it turns out that Gen Z is spending a stunning amount of money after their relationships come to an end. So let me give you a few examples. In data that was analyzed by the finance app Frich, the average cost of a breakup for Gen Z is $3,862. I don't believe it. John, what do you think?
I've never heard of Frich. I don't know that I trust it necessarily. Yeah. Look, whenever an app that's involved in a thing does a study, it makes for an interesting conversation, but who knows if it's based on anything. That said, we're in this thing, so let's jump into it. I guess it's possible, and I don't even know if it necessarily will come in the form of like that video where it's like, I have to get Botox or whatever, new clothes. But I mean, there could be people that had been sharing a car and now they have to get their own car. There might be people who I know there might be people who are living together and now they need to move out. And I know I was talking about the story a bit ago with my wife, and she was talking about like the high cost of these breakups, especially from long-term relationships or from marriages, can be, for younger people who don't have a lot of resources now. It can affect anybody, but I think particularly a lot of young women can feel trapped in situations that they just don't have the economic opportunity or freedom to get out of.
Yeah, it's a really good point. That was definitely something that women were suffering from back in the day when it was harder for them to be included in, the job market. But yeah, I mean, the current economic situation makes it so you kind of need a dual income household to make ends meet. So if you're not married, but you're dating someone and you guys are sharing rent just to make ends meet, I could see how it would be expensive to break up. But let's talk a little bit about some of the examples provided by Frich. What are Gen Z, newly single members of Gen Z spending their money on? So we'll start with the least expensive items and then we'll move up to the most expensive. So first, a night out on the town. So a single girl's night out costs 20% of the studied group on average. A little over 92. Really? Just 92 bucks? Huh. What is this, South Dakota? Like, this ain't California, that's for sure. Come on, 92 bucks, that's it? For a night out on the town? 92 bucks is like the cover charge for a club these days. Parking in downtown LA.
Well, the assumption is you're not paying for your own drinks, I guess. Maybe.
Yeah, fair enough. But look, there's a lot of other things you end up paying for. The drinks can be pricey, don't get me wrong, but a night out of town is not cheap these days. Even going to the movies, like, so expensive. Movie theater tickets used to cost like $7 when I was a kid. They're now like $40. Okay, I'm exaggerating.
They're not $40,
but they're expensive.
It's still worth it, but yes, they are more expensive.
Yeah. So let's get to some more examples. A surprisingly small number of Gen Zers did the stereotypical post-breakup routine of getting in shape and getting a new do. Women love to get a bob after their breakup. I don't know why. I did it, but and then I regretted it. So 18% took a workout class or got a haircut, which could cost up to around $100. John, did you get a breakup haircut ever?
I mean, I had a buzz cut for like 25 straight years. So, and I didn't date once during it. I'm beginning to think those things might have been related. But yeah, well, why the bob specifically? Is that just you, or is that a thing that people do?
Okay, look, that's
what happened. Saying it's a thing.
That happened with me, but it was because I had long hair. Maybe for women who already have short hair, it's like they dye it. It's just like new look, new you, post breakup. I think that's what motivates it. But oh God, I lost so much weight after my breakup from my ex. Sometimes I'll tell Christian if I feel like I'm putting on weight, like, can you break up with me for like a few weeks? Okay, break my heart a little bit. I'll lose my appetite, lose a little bit of this weight, and we can get back together.
It's oh no, Zempic.
Okay, so a higher number of Gen Zers hit the dating scene again and paid a lot of money to do it. So 34% of them who wanted to quickly move on from their breakup were willing to spend on average $131 on a date. But you want to know what the highest expenditure is, or the most pricey expenditure is by far? Sometimes the best post-breakup medicine is saying YOLO and booking a week-long trip to have a nice change of scenery. Of those Zoomers who choose this route, 20% of them admitted to spending $1,991 on this type of vacation.
Is that, wait, do people still say YOLO? What year was this article written in? New York Post, you're like 7 slang faces behind at this point.
That's so true. I actually haven't heard that uttered in a long time.
Just broken up, time to hang with Bay and go to Mexico. Dude.
To be fair, I still use the word dope all the time. And I think
that's universal, I guess. I feel like there's some where it's like, that was a summer, calm down. Yeah. Anyway.
That's really funny. So yeah, look, I remember spending a little more. I loosened the purse strings when I was newly single. And that makes sense. Like life is a little more exciting too, right? Like you want to go out, you want to go meet people, you want to have fun with your friends. So look, if you have the means to do it, but spend responsibly. Don't put yourself into debt and make a bad situation worse, right? So if you're heartbroken post breakup, you're gonna be even more heartbroken when you have to declare bankruptcy because you charged too much on your credit card. So be smart, be responsible. But as long as you've got the means to do it, have fun. Hell yeah, go take that trip if you can. Like, great. You're not gonna be able to take your money with you when you die. Okay, so enjoy your life while you're here. Don't wait till retirement like my parents did. That was a big mistake. Just, live.
Or in short, YOLO.
Exactly, John.
Maybe it is the perfect term.
Every time you ring the bell below, an angel gets his wings. Totally not true, but it does keep you updated on our live shows.